although these two certainly don't have their significance in terms of versus battle discussions, they still are quite popular enough and are, uh, I believe, connected enough to where I think it'd be quite a thematic battle and kind of a close one. As you'll soon see later, uh, it's kind of pitched, but there is a clear winner. And as clear as he is, I'll start off with the Stain of My Hero Academia. So, overall, Stain has been able to take several attacks in the one major fight he had in the series. Um, and I will go over his durability and AP later, as this is more sort of a fast track over to understanding his speed and, well, sort of where he would scale and why. As he took a few hits from Deku and Ida, with it being shown that he can easily cleave into them with his blades and at many points be able to land hits on them without them noticing. Um, and as such, gain into his speed, Mina is able to easily dodge Alia's lasers and land a decisive uppercut on him, with Mina being essentially speed blitzed by Tokiyami, and Tokiyami being overpowered, and Bakugo did have the speed advantage, being destroyed by Bakugo. Bakugo and Shoto both were able to at least fight evenly, with Deku fighting Shoto at least kind of on par with him, but not quite in terms of speed, as his attacks did not react quite too well, and Shoto was only having melee hits land when he was getting frostbitten due to the effects of his quirk. But going back over to durability, some would say that at that point in the series, this would sort of be a good way of measuring Deku and other characters' level of durability, with Shoto being able to create this attack, with the overall force being generated. Many sources like Death Battle calc this out to being multi-city block level in terms of the overall output it gives. With Stain being able to either almost chop off other Shoto's arm, or be able to take dual attacks from Ida and Deku. He is quite durable in regards to, well, these attacks, and in terms of his quirk, he is able to, when he ingests blood, no matter the amount, cause paralysis to his opponent. The reason why this is important is mainly due to the blood type. Although Deku did get up quite quickly, it was mainly because Deku had had a blood type O, which let him get up the fastest out of Shoto and Ida, which in comparison, Ida was out for, I believe, a solid 10 to 15-ish minutes, and Deku was down for just a couple, with Shoto and Deku more or less covering Ida the entire fight. Stain's overall fighting style is very much dependent on his opponent not knowing how to handle his bladed attacks and on his him overall catching his opponent off guard. Which although this fighting style does seem strong, it's quite weak in the face of any opponent that is competent and knows what they're doing. Going into Puri Prisoner, in terms of speed, the bare minimum of the S class is capable of dodging lasers. As pointed out by Genos, he's able to dodge lasers at that point in the series, and when Garu fights Genos, he's able to easily pace him. Well, although they were equal for a bit, Garo did evolve and outpace him and blitz him and easily rip off his arm. The fully, well, not fully, but a more evolved version of Garo, who should be relative to the Garo from the Genos fight, did savagely beat and easily knock out Puri Prisoner. But the question remains, how fast is he? Well, Puri Prisoner did fight Deep Sea King. And although he wasn't completely blitzed in fighting dry Deep Sea King, yes, he is dried Deep Sea King, not his true form, as said in many data books and many other areas. This ain't that wasn't his peak, with many other sources pointing towards how fully wet Deep Sea King is equal to Sky King. Is superior to Sky King, as Sky King waited for Deep Sea King to be killed. And Sky King was easily eliminated by Malzagard, with Puri Prisoner being able to easily, not easily, he was still able to put holes in him. And other monsters that are said to be as strong as Deep Sea King. The reason, and now going in terms of his power, he should be either he should be city level, as Garo compared Genos in his G4 state when the two fought, as comparing him to Tank Top Master, with Garo knowing Tank Top Master's power quite well, as he got socked in the face several times and has the ability to counter his attacks. The reason why this is sort of brought up and scaled this way is because of the attacks Genos put out at the beginning of the series, where he put this hole in a mountain that is commonly calced out to be city level, and G4 Genos at his max power was able to harm a monster that Metal Bat couldn't fully defeat. That being, say, Elder Centipede, someone who, when Metal Bat fought him, was able to release mountain levels of force. And as seen from the damage Genos did, Genos obviously did more in his G4 state. So, by that metric, along with that Puri Prisoner says that he's the weakest, Puri Prisoner is in between city level to mountain busting levels of AP, with him more than likely being there, as he has several other unique abilities he gained during his fights and, well, when he fought in the Monster Association arc, especially against this bad boy, where he showed off his hairy armor that gives him protection against bladed attacks, along with a regeneration factor that um, uh, can cover a lot of bladed attacks, and a move where he uh, adds vibrations to whenever he strikes, increasing his damage output by the hundreds, being able to one-shot opponents that were previously able to at least square off with him. Now, as for who would win, Stain has the um is I at least think is at least a few steps below in terms of speed, as is shown in the One Punch Man series. Puri Prisoner has a few tiers above in terms of speed, although you could argue the same for Stain. I don't believe it's as big with Puri, with the Prisoner having the obvious edge in terms of strength, as along with just all his other stats, being able to help him increase his level of strength within the battle, and the likelihood of him winning with zero issue. Wanted to say thank you guys for watching. Hit the like button if you liked the video. Hit subscribe if you're new. Hit the bell notification to know when new videos come out. And I will see you next time. Bye.